Right now, across the globe, billions of people are holding steering wheels, monitoring throttles, and quietly controlling the intricate systems of civilization. Then, at exactly 8 a.m., 8 billion people vanish. No warning, no bodies, just empty clothes and vacant seats. In a fraction of a second, humanity's absence creates an immediate vacuum of control. Civilization is suddenly left entirely to the mercy of automated systems and the momentum of physics. Machines in motion do not stop just because the operators disappear. They continue along their current trajectory. Within seconds, highways instantly choke with twisted metal as millions of vehicles lose control, drifting into concrete barriers and storefronts at highway speeds. That kinetic chaos extends to the oceans and construction sites. Massive cargo ships and towering cranes, suddenly unguided, tear through harbors and city blocks. With the first minute leaving a trail of wreckage across every continent, a countdown begins for the automated systems still trying to keep the world stable. Look up, and the situation is even more precarious. Thousands of commercial jets are still mid-flight, cruising entirely on their advanced autopilot systems. This diagram shows the flight path of a commercial airliner. Autopilot handles cruising, but safe touchdown requires complex manual inputs. Over the next several hours, planes burn their remaining fuel, the engines starve, and automated flight paths drop sharply into oceans, forests, and cities. During these first 12 hours, our reliance on human pilots to complete the final stages of a journey makes the sky the deadliest place on Earth. Down on the ground, many of our most complex systems have been engineered for exactly this kind of sudden absence. Nuclear power plants, for instance, do not immediately fail. When operators vanish, automatic emergency shutdown systems, known as SCRAM, instantly drop control rods to halt fission. Backup diesel generators kick on, quietly pumping water to keep the reactor cores cool and stable. That same autonomous resilience applies to our digital infrastructure. Data centers and streaming platforms keep running in empty rooms, serving data to a population that is no longer there to access it. For the short term, the global power grid remains steady. Automated hydroelectric and coal plants continue generating thousands of megawatts for a perfectly silent world. It presents an engineering paradox. Our most dangerous and complex systems are actually the safest, built specifically to stabilize themselves when the operators are gone. Out at sea, the environment undergoes a sensory shift. With human engines dead, the world's oceans experience a total lack of human noise pollution for the first time in generations. In the gridlocked cities, carbon emissions plummet to near zero. Within hours, wildlife begins filtering into the concrete grid, navigation streets that humans ruled just a day prior. Zoom out far enough, and the disappearance barely registers. The Earth keeps rotating, the Moon maintains its orbit, and the broader universe continues entirely unaffected. 24 hours is far too short to reverse a century of climate change, but it proves nature can thrive the moment we step away. Then, at exactly 8 a.m. the following day, everyone comes back. 8 billion people suddenly reappear on Earth. This map plots the reappearance. Every person returns to their exact spatial coordinates. If someone was driving, they spawn into that fixed location in midair. Millions of red points light up globally as people materialize mid-ocean or plummeting from 30,000 feet. Emergency services face an impossible bottleneck. With billions needing immediate rescue and life support systems failing, the smoldering streets remain devoid of moving ambulances. The greatest disaster in human history does not happen because we left the planet. It happens because we return to it. We place an enormous amount of faith in our technology, assuming our automated infrastructure is the bedrock of the modern world. But machines cannot maintain that world alone. Civilization stands on the continuous, quiet labor of the people who show up, second after second, to keep these systems from failing. The Earth itself does not care if we disappear, but human civilization strictly depends on us being present every single day to keep the lights on.